You see, we all been taught this hood way like it's the way we supposed to live. Like we supposed to ignore the rich way and skip to the hood way. Well, fuck the hood way, I want the rich way. The hood way or the rich way. You want the hood way or the rich way. You want the hood way or the rich way. Hood way or the rich way. The hood way noodles, that's cool and all. Rich way got the steaks, I want the steaks and all. Hood way or the rich way. Hood way driving buckets.
The show about to start. Get your water ready. Tighten up.
Easy to pick. I want the rich. Fuck the hood way. I want the rich. I want the
It's your boy Prezi Presidential Talent Group is the label. Here we are with another episode 26, Bar Talk from the Crib. How y'all doing, man? You know we gotta get the water, but scoop scout. Somebody said that they love the sound effects, and I'm not talking about the one from the bottom. Yesterday, your boy Mike died, but had to keep going anyway, right? Gotta get that pH right. Let's get that water right up in here. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. And if you're not having a wonderful day, what you do is get you some water. And you want to talk to the water and just tell the water, I love you. I appreciate you. I want to give you love and gratitude. Make me smarter, make me wiser. You talk to the water and the molecular structure of that water. Gonna do what you tell it to do every time, my brother. Let's pour some of that up so I can get everything that you just heard me tell it to give me. Give me a second here. I can just feel this. I can just feel it. It just nutriizer. Don't try to say that word. Do tongue tie. It just hits you with all the sauce that you asked for. Your water's listening. It's a living being, just like you. Don't let what I'm saying go over your head. See, it sounds like I'm playing around, but the ones who know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, episode 26, Bar Talk from the Crib. How to properly structure your garden. How to properly structure your gardens, because people, y'all, you wonder why your seeds ain't germinating. You wonder why shit ain't going right. Your garden ain't structured properly. Now listen, anybody can just throw some seeds out there, bub. Throw some seeds on the concrete and let's see if a fucking tree's gonna sprout, bro. You need key elements. And for some reason, I like going off of the rippity rap scap. But they like when I give it to you, y'all want it like in a structured format, like an SD card. You ever did what your phone said and formatted your SD card and erased everything? Some of y'all need to be formatted. You need to reformat your SD card. But they wanted a certain format. Y'all like a handy dandy hander dander. I got you. So you don't like me going off the rip. You want me to, same thing, but you want me to give it to you structure-wise. I got you. How to structure your garden properly. Okay, to structure your garden properly, first, you got to have your proper settings. You got to have sunlight. You got to have water. You got to have nutrient-rich soil. You got to have location, tools, supply, plant selection, and many things. Now let's go over it slowly for you motherfuckers. Let's start with sunlight. When's the last time you had some sunlight? And if you say this morning talking about going outside, you're the fucking problem with your sun. We're talking about real sunlight. Sunlight from God. Sunlight from the real soul. When's the last time you touched within? That's the type of sunlight that we're talking about. Shine in the light. That bum that you keep going by, you ain't got no sunlight, and that's why your garden is not structured properly. Water. When's the last time you had some water? Have you seen the color of your piss lately? Pissy brown? Fuck are you talking about? You need to get some water and you said, I'll take a shot for you. I'd have drunk more water for half the world. Hey, Google, 75% of the world is dehydrated. I wish I was making this shit up, man. We walk around with this motherfucker, you getting tired off of your headache. But all you need is some of this and talk to it. I love you. Hey, give me all the structure me correctly. And you like, he talking to the water. He got the Bentley and all the companies. And he doing something right too. You better start taking notes. Back to the structure here. Nutrient rich soils. Some of y'all soil ain't nutrient rich and you're wondering why you're not gonna grow. Have you seen your environment? Goof troop. Jesus Christ. Location, location, location. Even GPS knows location is obviously important. Where are you trying to structure your garden? In the fucking basement with no light structure? I'm gonna take a shot for you. Location is everything. You gotta make sure your location is right. You gotta make sure all your key elements are in your location when you're picking your location. And let's say if you're using the basement, you got to bring the light to the basement. Goofy loop. Tools and supply. If you see me with a gun, that's tools and supply for the right time. I got my concealed and carry. I legally can smack a nigga with no hands. No diddy. You gotta have the right tools and supply for the right job. A lot of y'all showing up with guns to a construction job. You needed boots and a motherfucking green or orange vest. Well, you gotta have the right tools for the right time and place. What tools you got for your garden? You out here with a hoe and all you needed was some weed kill spray. What tools do you got? You don't got no tools, and that's why the garden ain't even doing nothing. How to properly structure your garden. We're gonna get to the bottom of how to properly structure a garden and understand why your garden ain't flourishing. Y'all sit in gardens and ain't bearing no goddamn fruit. Do the math on that. Maintenance. Some of y'all is like women. You just start your car and just go. You don't check the oil. You don't check nothing. You just put gas in it and go. When it comes to a garden, when it comes to your temple, when it comes to you as a human being, you got to do maintenance. Goofy man. You don't just keep feeling sluggish and think sleep's going to help that, do you? Oh, no, man. You got to get some water in you. And you got to make sure you got the right proper maintenance. If you're not maintenance in your garden, you just threw some seeds out and you happen to have the right place to throw them out in, but you can go maintenance them. Don't think that those cucumbers are going to be cucumbery, bub. I don't think so. Highly doubt it, pal. Moving on along. To successfully grow seeds, you need several key elements. So a lot of y'all might have some things right. You got your location right. You got the sun right. You got this. But you're still missing some shit. You're still missing some key elements. Water. Some of y'all, water ain't structured properly. It's more important, the structure of the water, than the actual water. But I don't want to get too scientific on y'all and scare you away. Just understand, make sure you got some water for your garden. We'll get to the structure in a later episode. Proper temperature. A lot of y'all is too hot or you're too goddamn cold. Are you yelling because somebody cut you off? Goofy. That's why your garden's the way it is. You got them too damn hot. You're watering the plants with 110 degree shit. You're burning the seeds up, copper pellicle. You're too goddamn cold. Too cold and you're freezing the goddamn plants. Now, marijuana plants love cold. They start turning purple. But that's another story. It got to be perfect temp. Roughly 75 degrees inside the house for me, pal. What's your temp? Are you always hot? Are you always cold and getting taken advantage of? Because you're just too cold? You just let people just run over you? Or are you too hot and no one wants to be around you? You got to be perfect. You got to be in that perfect nichety niche. Find that niche in your garden. Player. You see, I got to act that player to get your ass back focused because I was going to lose you with too much intellect. I got to bring you back. Hey! Bring your stupid ass back. Goofy man. Oxygen. A lot of y'all don't got oxygen. Air, oxygen, H2O, all this shit different. You need oxygen. Okay? Oxygen. You can't burn a fire without it. Oxygen is important. Too much of it. Make sure your garden got oxygen. The environment that y'all in, ain't no way there's oxygen. There's too much kush smoke for there to be oxygen, pal. Eyes are burning, pal. Get you some oxygen for your garden to flourish. How to properly structure a garden. By the time you're done with this episode 26, if you haven't learned anything, you're going to learn to make sure your water right. You're going to learn to make sure your temperature right. Your garden not only going to be right, nigga, you going to be right. We're going to make sure that you right, soldier boy. You thought we was talking about the garden the whole time. You is the garden. What's your temperature like? What's your location like? What's your sunlight like? I'll get back to you. We're going to get back. And sometimes, like, you see how I say sometimes, like, sometimes you need light for the right seeds to do the right things. I just say sometimes, because sometimes you're going to be in the dark. And that's the key point right there. You got to know that just because there ain't no goddamn light don't mean you ain't growing. Don't you know bears hibernate in the dark? Sometimes as a bear, you got to go to that dark. And that don't mean you ain't still growing. It don't mean the garden still ain't doing what it's supposed to do. It just means that right now, the lights is off, motherfucker. Because when these lights come on, you're not going to know what's going to happen when those Lamborghinis get to pulling out. When Lamborghinis pull out, everybody wants to be your friend all of a sudden. Seeds may not grow due to a combination of factors. Now we got to get to the reason of absolutely what's going on. I got my garden. I got key elements. But shit's still not growing. Where the fuck did I go wrong? I seem to be a good person. I seem to be trying to make the right decisions. My garden still is fucked off. What's going on? Let's see. Hopefully the paper tells us. I can tell y'all, but you want to see the paper, so see what the paper says. Improper planting depth. Some of y'all ain't planting your seeds deep enough. You going looking in the mirror at the makeup, or you looking at the dirt on your face. You ain't looking in your soul, pal. Do your kids really love you? Do you really care for people? Do you really even give a fuck about yourself? You got to get deep. When it comes to planting, I mean, if you die tomorrow, you got to be 6 feet. There's a reason for that 6 feet, the fucking smell. If you was even 5 feet, the smell would come up and you got, well, what's that? A dead body. Everything has a depth for a reason. If your seed ain't planted deep enough, don't expect shit to grow. And it's just that simple. Oh, we're going to move along. Oh, you get quiet out there. We get quiet now. Garden. You wanted to know how to properly structure your garden, right? We're going to learn today, goddamn it. What's wrong with you? Inadequate moisture. It always comes back to this water. You ain't wet enough. No diddy. You got to get some more water in your system. You got to get wetter. When's the last time you cried? You too cool to cry? You too cool to look in your heart to see where you went wrong at, pal? Get some moisture. You got to get a little wet. No diddy. Get some moisture. See, inadequate moisture is why your shit ain't growing. You got it under the soil, but ain't no goddamn moisture getting there. You got to plant a seed and cry on that motherfucker. Hell wrong with you. Poor seed quality. Your garden got whack ass seeds. Who is you hanging around with? Poor, 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 poor. No good giving Gavin gooses. And you wondering why my shit ain't flourishing? Because you're doing everything right over here, but who's you hanging with over here? It all matters. Everything's connected. It's like the goddamn internet. Google's connected to Yahoo. I ain't talking about the dream, goofy man. Lack of light comes back to the light. Lack of light. You see how it didn't say no light. Didn't say that you can't never have no light. Didn't say that sometimes won't be no light. It said lack of light, meaning that there's just not enough. Some of y'all just stay in that room and dark too goddamn long. And you wonder why little old me isn't getting better. Get out in the goddamn light and see what's out there. You're in the dark. You got lack of light. You need to get in the light. How do you want to properly structure your goddamn garden? Let's go over it as a whole for the vernacular people that been lost out and went to the bathroom real quick and didn't get everything. I'm going to give it to you all in 30 fucking seconds. Sunlight, water, nutrient-rich soil, location, tools and supply, plant selection, and maintenance is what you're going to need to get your garden started. So you're going to start yourself in the mirror, trying to be better. Start with your sunlight. Is the light on me? Start with your water. Am I drinking enough water? You know, when you go to church and they hit you with that holy water, is you holy enough, motherfucker? Nutrient rich soil. Is my soil rich again? Make sure the things that I'm saying, if you got these, you have no choice but to make macaroni and cheese. I swear to God, your cake gonna bake. If you got these ingredients, you know how to make a goddamn cake. To successfully grow seeds, you need several key elements. The key elements is the important shit that you want to. When I say key elements, that's when you want to take note. This is the important part. Don't listen to nothing else in class. They say key elements. Take these down, and you're gonna pass the motherfuckers. I swear to God. I swear to God. Water, proper temperature, oxygen, and sometimes light. That sometimes light is important because when you don't see light, don't fucking get sad. You only sometimes need light. You ever been to the beach burning up at 109? Please let the sun go away. You only sometimes need light. You need light for a little bit part of the day. So when the light ain't there, don't fucking get sad and depressed wondering where the light at. It's gone while you recharge, motherfucker. Seeds may not grow due to a combination of factors. Now, no, it may be one thing, it may be a couple of things. Let's see what the combinations is. Improper planting, inaccurate moisture, unsuitable tint, poor seed quality, and lack of light. That lack of light keep coming. Remember, stay focused. You're in the dark right now for a reason. You're moisturizing, germinating, and you're getting ready to grow, y'all. Not your wings. You're getting ready to sprout. When you sprout from the down up. That means when they goddamn see it, you've been in the dark doing something. Doing something. A lot of y'all in the dark and ain't doing nothing. Every time you turn the light on, you scamming around like a goddamn roach coach. Goofy man. So you got your key elements that you need to properly have your garden structure. Ain't no reason why you ain't gonna make macaroni and cheese. Now with the structure I just gave you, your macaroni and cheese might be a little too cheesy, it might be a little too less, might be that, but you're gonna come out with some macaroni and cheese, y'all, for sure. You might have to go back to that drawing board a couple times, but with this structure, you structure. Episode 26, Bar Talk from the Crib. How to structure your garden. You have no excuse. I just gave you the sauce, no spaghetti. See you tomorrow. It's your boy Prezi.